Yo, what's going on, boys? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another 2 video. In today's video, we're finally gonna be taking a look at the weapon we've been waiting for since the beginning of the act. Today, we're finally taking a look at the Aberrant Action, the brand new rocket sidearm. We're gonna be taking a look at what makes the weapon special, what makes it unique, what are some of the best perks that can roll in this weapon, and the ones that you should be looking for if you're looking for a god roll. And we're also gonna have a mini review afterwards, where we just kind of talk about the weapons, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and all of that. But before we get into any of that, let's first talk about how to actually get the weapon. The way that you're gonna unlock this weapon is going through the Act 2 story, so go get that done, and that should give you a sidearm. And afterwards, to get more drops, you could go into the seasonal activity, or into the Battlegrounds playlist. You'll be able to get it from there. And after you unlock it, you could also use Focus at a failsafe, like any other Bets weapons. Now, the Aberrant Action is going to be the first ever rocket sidearm that is solar, and it comes with some pretty spicy perks, some of them that are solar weapon exclusive. And it also comes with the Origin trait perk, Radiolaria Transposer. Rapid final blows will cause targets to explode into a pool of Radiolaria. I actually really like this Origin trait on all the Bets weapons. It's a pretty nice bonus. But the main reason you want to use this sidearm is because it's a rocket sidearm that can roll some pretty good perks. So let's not waste any more time, let's actually talk about some of those perks. Like always, we're going to be starting off with the barrels and work our way to the trait perks. So let's get into it. Let's start off with the barrels. So this is what we're going to have for the barrels. We have Confined Launch, Countermass, Smart Drift Control, Linear Compensator, Volatile Launch, Quick Launch, and lastly Hard Launch. And the main two that I say that you kind of want to aim for is going to be for either Volatile Launch or for Confined Launch. They're both are going to give you some blast radius. Volatile gives you 15, while Confined only gives you 10, but they're both going to be pretty good regardless. Now moving on to the magazine, these are the options that we have. We have a Pendant Mag, Ferret Mag Wool, Alloy Magazine, High Explosive Ordnance, Implosion Rounds, Extended Mag, Tactical Mag, and the last option is High Velocity Rounds. The main thing that you're looking for with your mag is going to be an increase to your magazine, or something that gives some reload speed. So the best one that you can actually get is going to be Tactical Mag, since it gives you both the magazine increase and some reload speed. A Pendant Mag and Ferret Mag are also going to be some pretty good options. Ferret Mag is going to give you some reload speed, while a Pendant Mag is going to increase your magazine size without any negatives. So those three perks I would say are the best ones when it comes to your magazine. But now that we're done with the barrels and mags, let's actually move on to the main part of the video, the trait perks, and this is where we're going to spend most of our time. So these are going to be our options right here for the first perk. We have Strategist, Pugilist, Field Prep, Beacon Rounds, Threat Detector, Ambitious Assassin, and lastly Heal Clip. Let's start off with some of the best ones. First of all, we have Heal Clip. The Heal Clip Incandescent combo is available in the sidearm, so if you're looking for that, then I have some good news for you. But Heal Clip is going to give you some crazy survivability. This is going to be pretty amazing. Next up, we're going to have Ambitious Assassin, which is going to overflow our magazine based on the number of kills before reloading. This is going to be pretty good. That makes it so we have a bigger magazine without having to reload as often. And this is actually the first ever sidearm, or rocket sidearm I should say, with Ambitious Assassin. Like, no other others can actually get it. So this is a pretty unique perk for this one. Another solid option is going to be Beacon Rounds. I know people love Beacon Rounds on the sidearms. It just makes them feel better with that tracking. So if you love Beacon Rounds on your sidearm, you once again will be able to put Beacon Rounds on this one. But this time it definitely has some tougher competition, especially with it being in the same slot as Heal Clip. You also have some more niche perks like Strategist and Pugilist in case you need more melee energy or class ability energy, but I definitely don't think they're going to be as good as some of the other perks we talked about. But I think this slot, definitely the top two perks are going to be Heal Clip and Ambitious Assassin. Those two are going to be the best ones that you can possibly get in this slot. Now these are the options that we're going to have for perk 2. We have Snapshot Sights, Harmony, Golden Tricorn, Demolitionist, Swashbuckler, Reverberation, and lastly Incandescent. Let's start with the one I think everyone's going to want to go for, is going to be Incandescent. Incandescent is just perfect for any situation really. So Incandescent is going to be amazing. It gives you Scorch, it gives you Ignitions, you get some ad clip from it, It works amazing with solar builds, especially since now ignitions are gonna be doing more damage in a bigger area thanks to the artifact, and it even works well without a solar build. Incandescent is just gonna be an amazing perk. You can never go wrong with Incandescent. Next up, we're gonna have Demolitionist, and this is gonna work very well on this weapon, since you can kill ats very easily with this weapon, meaning that you're gonna be getting just a ridiculous amount of grenade energy. This is gonna be really good, especially for grenade builds. But even if you're not running a grenade build, I still think it's gonna be pretty good. You're just gonna have your grenade up more often. So these two, I think, are probably the best perks that you can get on this slot. Everything else is not gonna be as great. We also have Golden Tricorn and Swashbuckler if you're looking for a damage buff. But the problem with that is that this thing pretty much already kills ats in one shot. So the damage buff would only help you when you're going up against majors. Which is still gonna help because keeping up the damage buff is gonna be really easy when you can one-shot all the ats. But I don't think it's gonna be as useful as something like Demolitionist or Incandescent. But I could still see them being okay. So those are the perks that I think that you should look for on this second slot, and now let's talk about some god rolls. So the very first god roll that we have is going to be Volatile Launch plus Tactical Mag with Heal Clip and Incandescent. The classic Heal Clip Incandescent rule, except that this time it does a hell of a lot more damage per shot. This rule is going to be pretty amazing for activating Incandescent, and in endgame it's going to be able to keep you alive thanks to Heal Clip. Now the second roll is going to be Ambitious Assassin with Demolitionist. This is gonna make it so we get tons of grenade energy without having to reload. But to be completely honest, I'm just gonna be 100% honest right now. Any of these 4 perks, you can use mix and match them and they're gonna make the roll good. Like any of these 4 perks, as long as you have one of them, is gonna make the roll pretty great. Incandescent with Ambitious, Heal Clip with Demo, Ambitious with Incandescent, all of those are going to be pretty amazing. Whatever you get from that is going to be really good, and that's what makes the sidearm such a strong weapon. And before we get into any more of that, let's transition into the mini review part of the video. Let's talk a little bit about the sidearm. So I've used this sidearm for a couple hours now since I got it, and I gotta tell you, this thing is really good. And we already kind of knew that it was going to be good, just looking at the perks and knowing that it's a rocket sidearm. But I still gotta say it is a really good weapon. It's got some pretty solid rolls. There's a couple of perks that that are not super hot, but I think it's got enough really good perks where getting a good roll is gonna be pretty easy, and then you're gonna be able to craft it and get your perfect sidearm, which is probably gonna be Heal Clip Incandescent, and that roll is gonna be fantastic with this weapon. So for the most part, I actually like the perk selection that the weapon has. I think it's pretty good. And I also really like the feeling of the weapon. The animation it does when you aim down sights, oh my god, it is so good. The feel of the weapon is there. So the weapon also feels really good. One thing that I do want to mention about the weapon that I do not like is that this weapon cannot roll with lead from gold. So this is the only sidearm, or I guess apart from the exotic one, well, the only legendary rocket sidearm that cannot roll lead from gold. So if you're used to rolling lead from gold on your sidearm, and basically never having to worry about running out of special ammo, even if you remain the weapon, then you might feel like you don't really have enough ammo with this weapon. So that's pretty much like the only downside, because I use lead from gold a lot and just kind of main the sidearm. But it's not that big of a deal. It's not something that a special ammo finder or a special ammo maker can't fix. Even without lead from gold, these items still have pretty great ammo economy. And if you didn't really use lead from gold on some of the other sidearms, then you don't really have to worry about it. This sidearm will feel just like as the other ones. This is mostly a problem for those of us that just kind of spam lead from gold and just never really worried about ammo at all. But that's basically like my only complaint when it came to the perks. Besides that, I think this is going to be another fantastic rocket sidearm that might actually be the best. It's going to give the Indebted Kindness a run for its money, just because Incandescent is just so good. Incandescent Heal Clip is going to make people definitely choose this over Indebted Kindness, even with Bolt Shot. So this and Indebted Kindness are definitely going to be the ones fighting for the top spot. I'll definitely have to make a poll to see what people are feeling in a couple days. But yeah, that's what I think of the sidearm. I think it's a fantastic sidearm that you should definitely try to get as soon as you can. If you're trying to get some more red borders, definitely I recommend that you go into the legendary version of the seasonal activity. they just drop like crazy from there. Just make sure that you pick up those samples and you're going to be getting tons of red borders. But with that, we're going to end today's video. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, dislike if you didn't, subscribe to the channel in case you guys haven't already. Let me know what you guys think of the sidearm in the comments below, and also what is the role that you guys are going to be going for. The support has been amazing recently, so I want to thank you all of you guys for that, and hopefully you guys continue supporting my videos. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.